Have you ever wondered what cars looked like 100 years ago? Today we drive vehicles with touchscreens, electric power, and smart safety systems. Some cars can even help drive themselves. But if we go back 100 years, cars looked very different. They were slow, simple, and sometimes difficult to drive, and explore how cars changed from the early machines of the 1920s to the advanced vehicles we see today.
In the early 1920s, the motor car was slowly becoming part of everyday life. One of the most famous cars of this time was the Ford Model T. It was not the first car ever built, but it was the first car that many ordinary people could afford.
Before this time, cars were mainly owned by wealthy people. Most families traveled by horse carriage, bicycle, or train. The Ford Model T changed that. It was simple, strong, and easy to repair. It was not fat, have much comfort, but it worked well. The roads at the time were not like the smooth roads we have today. Many roads were rough dirt tracks. Drivers often had to deal with dust in the summer and mud in the winter. The motor car gave people something new, which is freedom.
People could travel when they wanted and go further than before. This was the start of the modern driving age.
Cars become more stylish. By the 1930s, car makers began to think more about design. Cars were no longer just machines for moving from place to place. They also became symbols of style and progress. Bodies became more rounded and smoother. Metal replaced many of the wooden parts used in earlier cars. Manufacturers also began introducing new features such as better lighting, improved brakes, and stronger engines. Although the world was facing economic problems during the Great Depression, the motor industry continued to develop. Cars slowly became more reliable and more comfortable. Driving was becoming part of normal life. The 1940s were shaped by the Second World War. During this time, many car factories stopped making normal cars. Instead, they produced military vehicles. Materials such as steel and rubber were limited. Because of this, very few new passenger cars were produced during the early part of the decade. But the war also pushed engineers to develop stronger engines and better technology. When the war ended, these improvements would help shape the next generation of cars.
Golden age of motoring. This is what freedom feels like.
An era of innovation and prosperity. The 1950s are often remembered as the golden age of cars. After the war, people wanted comfort, freedom, and modern living. Car makers responded by producing larger and more stylish vehicles. This was the era of chrome details, tail fins, and bright colors. Cars became symbols of status and personal identity. Families used their cars for holidays, road trip, daily travel, and cars became smoother to drive. Although safety features were still limited, people loved the excitement of these beautiful machines. The motor car had truly become part of everyday life.
In the 1960s, cars began to reflect youth culture and performance. Manufacturers started producing faster cars that focused on power and speed.
In the 1960s, cars began to reflect youth culture and performance. Manufacturers started producing faster cars that focused on power and speed. Sports cars and muscle cars became very popular. These cars had larger engines and bold designs. Motorsport also became more visible during this time. Races helped companies test new ideas and improve for freedom and adventure. Cars were no longer only practical machines. They were becoming exciting symbols of freedom and adventure. Cars were no longer only practical machines. People enjoyed driving them. They were becoming exciting symbols of freedom and adventure. The 1970s brought new challenges. The global fuel crisis made petrol more expensive. Suddenly, large engines were not as attractive as before. Manufacturers began focusing on smaller cars that used less fuel. At the same time, governments began introducing new safety and pollution regulations. Engine designs changed to reduce harmful emissions. This decade pushed the car industry to think more about efficiency and responsibility. In the 1980s, technology began to play a bigger role in cars. Electronic systems started replacing purely mechanical parts. Fuel injection systems improved engine performance and fuel use. Anti-lock braking systems helped drivers maintain control during sudden braking. Cars also became more comfortable inside. Air conditioning, improved sound systems, and better seating became common features. The car was no longer just a machine for travel. It was becoming a space where people spent time and enjoyed the journey. During the 1990s, car makers placed strong focus on safety. Airbags became widely available. Crash testing became more advanced. Vehicle structures were designed to protect passengers during accidents. Design also became more modern and smooth. Computers inside cars helped monitor engine performance and improve reliability. Driving was becoming safer than ever before. As the new millennium began, cars started to include digital technology. Navigation systems helped drivers find their way using satellites. Touchscreens and digital displays appeared inside vehicles. In the 2000s, hybrid technology also began to grow. Hybrid cars used both petrol engines and electric motors to reduce fuel consumption. This was an early step toward a cleaner future for transportation. The 2010s saw the rise of electric vehicles. These cars use batteries instead of traditional petrol engines. Electric cars produce no exhaust emissions and are often quieter. Many countries began encouraging the use of cleaner transportation. At the same time, cars became more connected. Drivers could connect their phones, use voice commands, and cars were becoming smarter and more efficient. The 2020s, the modern era. Today, cars are more advanced than ever. Electric vehicles are becoming common on roads around the world. Some cars can assist with steering, braking, and parking. Safety systems use cameras and sensors to help avoid accidents. Design has also changed again. Modern cars combine efficiency, technology, and comfort. What once seemed impossible is now part of everyday driving. There are so much improvements in car designs. Cars in this era are so sweet to drive and so pleasurable. When we look back over the last 100 years, the transformation of the motor car is remarkable. From the simple machines of the 1920s to the advanced vehicles of today, each generation brought new ideas and new improvements. From the rugged 1920s cars on dusty roads, to the chrome elegance of the 1950s, the boxy efficiency of the 1980s, the enjoy-system that move our world.
Cars have changed the way people live, work, and travel. They have connected cities, supported economies, and given millions of people the freedom to explore the world.
And yet the story is not finished. Engineers and designers continue to imagine what the future of transportation might look like. The next 100 years may bring vehicles that are more efficient, but no matter how much technology changes, automobile will always remain one of the most important inventions in modern history. Thank you for watching this journey through 100 years of cars. If you enjoy exploring how vehicles evolve through time, subscribe to Vehicle Morph and join us as we continue discovering the machines that move our world.